What's up, guys? Zeenigami here, and let's go through Final Boss King on the global version of 7 Deadly Sins. Yes, King. Now, if you are just looking to get a high score, you want to do the Hell version, you really just need to do it enough times to get as high of a score as you can. After that, you don't want to farm in the Hell version. One, it's incredibly dangerous and incredibly difficult. Even the best team isn't going to be clearing it consistently. Instead, you should be trying to farm Extreme if you can beat that one consistently. Extreme only costs 50% more stamina than the hard version, but gives over twice the rewards, with the lowest one giving a 26 to 32 instead of anywhere between 10 and 16. So you're getting, on average, more than double for 50% more stamina by going from hard to extreme. But from extreme to hell, you're going to get about the same number of points, but for a much harder fight that isn't worth it. So beat hell if you can do it, get your score. Otherwise, just farm the lower difficulties. And on the Japanese version of this game, you actually could only run this a total of 3 times per day, which made it very difficult to even complete the costumes for the event unless you're being the high difficulty versions. But now we're able to run it as many times as we want, so you can just farm the hard version for as many points as you can. It's going to cost about, I think it's about 2,000 stamina is what it's going to cost you about in order to get everything from the shop if you so want. But to get just the costumes, that's going to be really easy to do. And then especially the anvils. Oh my goodness, anvils are so valuable. So the costumes, the anvils, get those first. After that, start working on the chalices and the awakened stones, because those are much harder to get. And then the materials and the chest after that. So outfit first, absolutely. Then anvils, then the rest. Now, the team that I would highly recommend using is going to look like this. You're going to want to use Escanor if you pulled him. Congrats to everybody who managed to pull him. If you don't have Escanor, hell is probably not within your grasp, but you definitely can still clear the hard and possibly extreme difficulties depending on how good your green DPS characters are, like Jericho. You're also going to want to have Elaine and Green Elizabeth. You can also swap these characters for a Green Merlin, so you can put Green Merlin on these areas as well. So that way you can get health, or you can get a shield and deplete their ult gauge. The whole point of these characters, Elaine, Green Elizabeth, and Merlin especially, are to 1, keep your opponent's ult gauges down, 2, keep your health up, and 3, keep their buffs away. So Elaine is great at all those, gets rid of buffs, gets rid of ult gauges, gets rid of opponent's card ranks and ult gauge at the same time. Elizabeth, gonna get your ult charges faster, going to keep their buffs away, gonna keep your health up, all good stuff. And Green Jillian, which is quite nice as a sub because her passive gives you 30% extra health for your green characters, which is gonna give you not only a really nice chunk of CC. My team here has a bunch of bad gear and ungeared characters. Elaine and Elizabeth don't even have gear on right now. No, Elaine doesn't have gear on right now. But even with no gear here, bad gear here, I've got 97 CC. And here's the team that I'm actually going to be doing for hard version. We're putting Merlin on the front line, so that way she can do damage and also give us the ult charge. And we're using Alioni on the back line, because we're going to be using him in order to get 10% more offensive stats. So more attack power, more pierce, more crit chance, and more crit damage for our team, which is always going to be nice. So again, if you don't have a green Escanor, you can use your strongest attacking green character. That's probably going to be Jericho for most characters. If you don't have Jericho or green Escanor, you're going to have to use the best other character you can get. Those are the DPSs of choice. After that, whatever's going to be doing as much damage as possible. After that, the choices are much, much, much worse. Green King, possibly, but not ideal. So, first thing you're going to want to always do is always click on the King to manually target him. If you do not manually target King, there's a chance that the AI decides that these boys on the outside are the bad boys, they need to die, and they're actually immune to all damage. There are personas, and they are immune to all damage. They cannot die. And the way you kill them is by killing King. So make sure... Oh, yeah, you can't use Green King because you can't use King. Why did I say that? Good point. Thanks, chat. You cannot kill these guys, and they're going to do different things on the first phase and the second phase. For the first phase, every single ult charge they get is going to increase his resilience and resistance and his defense. So this one over here increases resistance. This one over here increases defense value. So as their ult gauges go up, King is going to get tankier and tankier. So when you want to make sure you try to keep those ult gauges down if at all possible. Elaine's Wind that gets rid of ult gauge from everybody is great at that. King here, just nothing too dangerous you got to worry about. He's just going to basically attack everybody. So he's going to be doing damage to a lot of people. He can't be stunned. He's going to remove debuffs from him on his turn. So any debuffs like ignites, you can use them on your turn, but he is going to remove those buffs after that. And try to avoid his ult. It's likely that he's going to have full ult charge on turn 1, but he's never going to ult on turn 1. And he's likely to have a bunch of gold cards in hand, so if you use Elaine rank down cards, you can save yourself from a nice chunk of damage in that turn 1 as well. So if you're using the team like I am, we're going to be using Actually, what I'm going to do here, since I always want to make sure that we get the ult as fast as possible, we're going to... yeah, we actually are going to Sun, and we're going to use both of Elizabeth Hawk attacks. So the goal for this team is to kill him consistently on turn 3, or if by terrible RNG luck, we're going to kill him on turn 4 at worst. So we're going to get ult on Elizabeth. You can also possibly just get, if you get really good luck, a rank up card on the Escanor, so that way... or the matching card in Escanor, so Escanor can not only kill, but also get his ultimate. And if you do that, you can just push and kill him right away. So after we've gotten that one, we are going to pop that, and pop this, and pop that. So we got pretty bad luck not getting another Escanor attack here. Ideally, you can draw at least one Escanor attack. This, I don't think... Oh, it does kill. Cool. So even with bad luck, we are going to make it. If my Merlin and my Elizabeth Hawk... No, just Elizabeth. Were higher level, we can definitely consistently kill there, but we're still going to be able to make the damage. So now, phase 2. King dies. King comes back. He's got a bunch of new mechanics. Now he's going to hurt a lot more. Those two doggos that... are immune to all damage and previously increased defense and resistance, now increase crit chance and crit damage. So crit damage on one of them, crit chance on the other by quite a bit, and they start at full ult gauge. Those are the important things about them. Full ult gauges on both, crit chance here, crit damage here. So if you can, you want to start stripping over their orb charges. They'll also attack you and apply a stacking debuff that decreases defense. So they're going to decrease your defense, and is going to be quite bad because the king is going to have that increased crit chance, increased crit damage, and he's going to hurt really bad. That's all the mechanics you need to know. Keep ult gauges down, kill him fast. And now we did get good orbs, so 1, 2, actually I'm just going to do 1 and 2. That will get me out of here fastest. And make sure that you are manually targeting king, because the manual targeting will get removed, and you will accidentally ult one of the dudes on the side, and you're gonna look really stupid if you accidentally ult one of the side dogs. That's it, guys. This team is quite fast. I showed you the better team if you want to try the extreme and the hell versions once I'm able to level up my characters, because I literally pulled all these characters today. So apologies if my characters aren't worked up yet and we aren't able to do a higher difficulty video. But whenever I do get these characters working, I am able to make the video. I will get that up on YouTube as soon as possible, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Check me out on twitch.tv/Zeenigami. Happy quarantine. Y'all stay beautiful.